They
don't.
they need to like set up roads and things. How are they going to pay people to set up roads and to maintain
Why
the
would you need
roads?
a road when you have a moose?
Well, because you
You can
still.
just go through the forest.
Okay, okay, I'll give you that. How do they set up schools? They need money for that. Well,
Yeah,
they need moose.
let's say a person is good at building stuff. They like give him a couple of moose,
Yeah, but what
and
does he do when he doesn't want moose anymore?
they go find someone who do need moose, or
So
they trade. They
what do
ask
you?
him, "Hey, what do you need?" And he says, I
So
need toothpaste."
all right,
And then
how do they get toothpaste?
by someone who has toothpaste,
Well, how did that person get toothpaste? Because eventually you're gonna have to buy
from
it
the
off
person that
somebody.
makes toothpaste,
Yeah.
probably.
Right. Okay. So do you not import anything from like China
No,
in this fictional Sweden situation where you're literally just completely cut off? I'm imagining like
well,
a collection of
we
small
could.
towns.
I mean, we imported a panda once, but like
It didn't go down well.
no,
Alright,
it
okay.
basically it basically ripped apart one of the moose when we were trying to transport it.
Yeah. Well, pandas will do that if you put them on a moose. I wouldn't want to be put on a moose either.
Then how would you get around?
I'm
Get
in a
hurt.
car. Or a walk. I don't see why you need to transport everything by
But
moose.
let's say you want to go from Stockholm to Uppsala.
I don't want to do that. Like at all.
It's far. It's pretty far.
Okay. Well,
How would you
I'll
like?
say in this fictional situation where I want to go to this shitty place to this shitty place. I'd probably just get a taxi or something. Do you have taxis in Sweden?
Um, yeah, that's
Is
the
that a
same thing
moose?
as
Is it a moose? Is it a guy with a moose who just lets you sit on his moose?
no. It's a bird. What do you think?
Wait, so you have big birds that...
No, it's a moose.
Okay, so it is a
I was
moose.
being sarcastic.
Right, okay. So, okay, so I'd get a taxi with some guy's moose. I wouldn't do that. Is that my only option? To either bring
Well,
my own
that
moose...
depends on. Like you could give him a moose,
Right, and
and he
then...
could drive you.
Yeah, but like, say, okay, so I come to Sweden from Britain. I've got
But
like...
then again, when you already have a moose,
Okay, so, okay, here's the situation. I've
you
come to
just ride
Sweden.
it yourself.
I've come to Sweden from
Yeah.
Britain, okay?
Yeah.
I've come here for a holiday for some reason, okay? And I have £200 after I've paid for my flight and stuff.
200 pounds of what?
Just money, not paper.
200 pounds of paper.
No, £200 worth of paper. So like,
200 pounds what?
just pay the money.
Do you
200
have
is
two
money.
hundred pounds of paper?
No, I have money. I've paper that represents £200.
200 pounds what?
Just money, whatever. Okay, I say,
200 pounds moose?
say I've got. Okay, in this. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll call my money pandas. Your money's moose.
Oh
Okay.
no! Don't come here with panic.
I'm not coming here with pan. I'm saying.
Because you know the incident with China.
Yeah, I got that.
They got pretty pissed.
Well, I would be, to be honest.
Because they didn't have so much pandas left. I don't know what they've done with the pandas.
Yeah, well, they're gone extinct a little bit. Well, they're endangered anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So I come from Britain.
Well, if they had moose instead, that would be.
I bring my
that would be
gold. I'm
better.
bringing gold. Okay, I'll bring gold.
But we don't want no shiny.
Do you not have like
No.
necklaces and jewelry and stuff then?
Yeah, but we make no moose most part.
Well, how do you make out of moose? I don't understand. What's your jewelry like?
You know, moose have horns
Yeah, I know this.
and teeth and stuff.
Yeah.
You make it out of moose.
I, I,
I mean, it represents like it's
I'm just imagining
it
like,
represents everything that we.
what clothes do you have? Is all your clothes made of fur?
Basically?
Right. Okay. I'm thinking you're living either one. You've been in the countryside of Sweden, so you haven't seen the big cities. So you still live in
The what?
like the cities with like the shops.
Oh,
and
you
things.
mean you mean the like Oh, those people.
Yeah, but they've all got like jobs and cars and
They're
stuff.
weird.
I'm thinking you're living in the countryside, so you're still living in about like 1700s,
Oh no, I live in a pretty big town.
right?
We have like
Do you have
7
electricity?
people.
I'm guessing you
Um,
do, because you're
yeah.
talking to me right now. Is it powered by
Yeah.
moose? Is there a
Yeah,
big
we
moose wheel?
yeah we have some. I don't know. There's a technician here that built some kind of thing
Is
where
it
you can like
does smoke come out of it?
yeah.
Okay, so he's built a power
It's
plant.
like moose goes in, smoke comes out.
Oh, well that's pretty gruesome. Okay.
I don't really know what happens to the moose.
So what do you do with your
besides,
like? Do you? What? How did you pay this technician? Did you give him a moose?
Yeah,
How many moose do you have in like the whole town? Because
I would say about 20.
surely at a certain point, all your moose will run out.
No, why?
Okay, at a certain point, everyone will not need moose anymore. Because for example, if
Why
you
wouldn't they need moose?
okay, for example, I'm the technician. I come to your humble
Yeah.
town. I set up this power plant, and you give me 10 moose for it. Okay.
Yeah.
I have these 10 moose.
Well, 10 moose is a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
That would probably get me 2 power plants.
Okay. So you give me 5. Give me 5 moose. Okay. One's for my transport, so I don't
Yeah.
kill him. I don't kill him. I keep him. Transport. The other 4, food, fur, whatever. Okay. But I'd be doing other stuff. I'm setting up other buildings. I'm setting up like power lines and things. So I get another 5 moose. What am I going to do with those other 5 moose? Because I don't need them. Because I've already got my transport. I've already got my food. I've got more food I'm ever going to
Well,
need.
what do you do when you run out?
I've got so many that really I only need 1 moose every year, and I get 5
Yeah.
moose every week.
Dude, have you eaten moose?
No, I already
You-
said
you
I didn't see a
definitely-
moose. Why would I eat a moose if I haven't seen one?
Well, I don't know. You might have tried it with someone like I don't know.
No.
That's
Okay.
some weird.
Okay. Well, I've got so many moose. I've got like a flock of moose. I've got 200 moose in this situation. I'm not the richest guy in town.
Yeah.
What do I do then?
Let's say you want toothpaste.
Yes.
Then you probably need to trade a moose for some.
Okay. So I've given a guy 1 moose. He's given me 2 tons of toothpaste. I don't need toothpaste anymore. What do I do then?
Then you probably want a television or something like that.
Yeah, I give a guy 2 moose. He gives me a television. I don't need television anymore.
Yeah. Then you probably want to have a computer.
Yeah, I give guys a 3 moose. He gives me a computer.
When
what do I
your
do?
Television breaks.
What do I do when I no longer need anything?
But you always need something, right?
No.
Well, then you.
I've
wait
got a
while,
flock of
and then
moose.
Yeah, then you run out of something like toothpaste or something, or your television breaks, or
Right.
something
Okay, so
you
what
need
if
to
everyone in the town has a flock of moose? 100
but
moose
they're
each.
never gonna get a flock of moose.
Why not? What if
Why
one...
are they?
Okay, what if I have...
Because they need the moose to trade with other stuff.
What if
and
I
they
come
don't
from
eat the
Norway, or whatever, another country that has moose, and I bring
Yeah.
with me 1,000 moose? Okay?
Yeah.
And I give these moose to people. So I give like 200 moose to each person. They're not going to need moose anymore. They've already got more than they're ever going to need.
moose. I don't see why you would give away.
Well, I'm just a nice guy like that.
Well,
So
let's say because I think I've figured out your system. Let's say I have 1,000,000 paper.
Yeah.
And I give that to everyone in a town.
Yeah.
Then no one's gonna do anything.
They're going to buy a house. And then
And
they're
after
going to...
they bought a house.
They buy something else. They just keep buying things until they run out of money, and then they go get a job. But they don't have...
But like, if they have so much money,
Yeah.
like let's say they have 1,000,000,000,000
Right.
and they go get a house.
Yeah. They get a nice house. Big one.
Yeah. And how much is a big nice house?
I don't know, say 1 billion at that trillion.
Okay. And then
Well, then they buy a nice car, which is like
Nice.
1 million. And they buy loads more. And they buy loads of expensive stuff. And then, like,
it seems like they wouldn't run out of it.
they wouldn't. And then they die. And then some of that money would go to their children or whatever, or their wife. And then that will carry on until eventually the money would run out.
Yeah, it's the same thing here.
So you inherit moose, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, of course you do.
Okay. So the thing that's confusing me about this is, why moose? I still
Why
don't get why
paper?
moose. Because it's just easy. It's just like, it's easy to make.
But it's harder to transport. Like, let's say you want to transport a million billion
Yeah.
or something really huge.
Well, you do that electronically.
How? What?
Well, you just like, you send it like a check. You email someone like PayPal. You know what PayPal is? You send
Uh,
them a million billion on that.
we have Moose Pal here.
Oh god. How does that work?